Hello friends and welcome. We are going to do a self-portrait in the style of Georges Seurat. So the supplies we will need are a piece of paper, a pencil, a mirror. We have some paint in primary colors. We have red, yellow, and blue. And we have some cotton swabs. And then we have some paper towels on the side just in case we need to wipe up any paint or wipe off our hands a little bit. So we will start out, the first thing that we want to do is turn our paper over to the back. And we are going to write in pencil only our name. My name is Tiffany. So write your name, then write your teacher's name, and then write your grade. And this is our third grade project. So we're gonna write third grade. Okay, so then we'll flip that back over. And we are going to make self-portraits today. So we have mirrors here and you guys can use the mirror and that will help you to get an idea of your face shape and all of your special features. For this project, we want to end up using up the whole piece of paper. So we're going to end up coloring, like doing paint all over the paper, but we want to keep our portrait, the most important part of our drawing, in the middle. So we'll have to have a little bit around the outside, but we want to start out with a large oval. So we'll start up about right here, and we're going to lightly with the pencil make a large oval. Okay. Now, when we look at our faces, some of us have slightly different shaped faces. Some are more round, some are more triangle. So look at your face. Mine goes down a little bit here, and I have a chin right there. So mine has a little bit of a point, but yours might be different. So take a look and see. Sometimes you might be a little more square, sometimes a little more oval. So take a look, everybody's different. So once you have your circle, we're gonna start with your eyes. And your eyes are about halfway down. So make a little tiny dot, like super tiny, about halfway down. And that's where we're gonna have our eyes. So we are going to make kind of a football shape. So we're gonna have an eye here. We're gonna have an eye here. All right. And then when we look at our eyes in the mirror, we have an iris. And we have an iris there. So that's a circle there, okay? So then we also look in the mirror, we might see an eyelid. So we're gonna draw an eyelid. And sometimes, depending on our eyes, we can see more or less of our eyelids. So take a look in the mirror, see what your eyelids look like. I'm gonna draw an eyelid. And eyelashes. Now, some of us have more eyelashes than others, and then also we can take a look at that and decide how we want to do our eyelashes. So I'm going to draw a few eyelashes here. Okay. All right, now then also when we look at our eyes, we have a pupil. So that's the dark dot in the middle. So we're going to draw the dot in the middle for our pupil. Okay. And then I'm just drawing this in a little bit darker to make sure you guys can see. Okay. So we also have a nose. Now our nose is about halfway between our chin and our eyes. So you're going to kind of look about halfway. We're going to put a little dot. And we are going to do a simple nose. We're going to start with a U. And then we're going to make another little bit of a U here and here. And then we want to look at our nose also and kind of see, you know, is it a little round there? We can make a decision. Do we want to draw a line? We can have a line come up here. You can also do a line on the other side if you want to do a line on this side. Okay. Now then we also want to do our eyebrows. So we are going to have eyebrows up here now. So you can look in the mirror again and see what your eyebrow shape is. And you can draw in your eyebrows. So I'm just going to do just like that for my eyebrows. Okay. All right, and then we're going to look at our mouth. Now you can look in your mirror and do you want to have a happy mouth? Do you want to have a sad mouth? Do you want to have a silly mouth? So I'm going to do just a little bit of a smile for my mouth, and you can look and decide what you would like to do. And then your mouth is usually about halfway between your nose and your chin. So we're going to do a little line there, and I'm going to do a smile. And then I'm just going to look at the shape of my lips. So usually on the top lip, you have like a little U there, and you can connect there. And sometimes there's a little bit of a U there. And then you can do your bottom lip. And again, we all have different shapes of lips, and then depending on the kind of smile or silly mouth or what we're gonna have, yours is gonna look different. All right, so next step is we are going to add on the ears. So the ears, we're going to do a C shape on the side, and the ears sort of go right up here where the eyebrow is, and then they end about where your nose is. So we're going to do a C shape there on each side, like a long C. Okay. All right. And then since we want to fill up our page, we're going to do our neck. And so that is going to be just a line down here and here on each side. And then we can do our shoulders. So we can have our shoulders come out here and here on these sides. Okay. And then next we're going to do our hair. So if you have short hair, then all you need to do is look at your hairline, and you can just draw a line that goes around like the shape of your hairline. And then you can do short hair just like that. If you have long hair, then you can look in your mirror and see the shape of your hair. I have long hair, so I'm going to draw it a little bit higher and go around, and then my hair kind of goes down like this. And if you have curly hair, you can draw it curly. And then I'm gonna have this hair go back behind my shoulder on this side. So like I said, if you have short curly hair, then you can draw some curls up here or curls in here for longer wavy hair. And then we just want to look about any extra details that we have, anything special about you. So for example, I wear glasses, so I'm going to draw my glasses here, and they go back behind my ear. And they go over my nose. If you have a ponytail, you can draw your ponytail. If you have earrings, you can put in your earrings. If you have freckles, you can add some freckles. Or anything else that you would like to add. And this is also the time we can just draw in our shirt if we have a certain detail on our shirt that we'd like to do. So I'm wearing a hoodie today, so I am going to draw the little hoodie strings coming down on my shirt. But like if you have t-shirt, you can draw the collar, any other details you want to show about what you're wearing, you can add that too. All right, so now we are going to use our paint, and we are going to paint this in the style of Georges Seurat. So if you remember from the book, he did lots of dots. And so what we want to do, and I'm going to show you an example on a plain piece of paper first. So what he would do is he would do lots of dots, and that's what we have our cotton swab with the paint on the end, and we're gonna make lots of dots, okay? So the special thing about this is, let's say you wanted to make green. So we know that when you mix yellow and blue, you get green. So if we want green, we are going to dab our yellow and our blue together, and we will get overlap and make green. And you can see even where it mixes on the cotton swab a little bit, and we get some green dabs in there, okay? All right, and then we also know that if we need orange, we would do red and what color? Yellow. So I'm going to use the other end with the red because we don't want to get any of the green in there. So we're going to do that, and that gives the illusion of orange, okay? And you can even go back in if you want it more red orange. You can add more red. You want a little more yellow, you can add more yellow to get the color you want, okay? And then our last color is, we're gonna show you how to make purple. So with purple, you would use blue and red, okay? So here we're gonna do blue and red, and that is going to look like purple, okay? So we will get started and we're going to color in our portrait. So like I said, we want color all over the page. So we're just gonna have some fun, and we can use realistic colors, and we can use and like make up the colors too. So if we want to have a red shirt in our portrait for today, then we can do that, even if you're not really wearing a red shirt. And then also I'm going to show you for hair color, if you have brown hair, then you can mix all three. So I'm going to start on my hair, and I do have brown hair. So I am going to actually start with the yellow. And I'm going to dot lots of dots. And my hair actually covers my ear a little bit, so I'm going to go over that ear some.